Hello again, friends. Welcome back to twitch.tv/TrooperBerry, and welcome back to more of The Long Dark in our second attempt to get to the final affliction on Misery. It was a rough start, not gonna lie. It took us 4 days just to escape Pleasant Valley, and there were 5 blizzards in that time. But we had to use a stim just to make it to the space capsule, but we made it out. Went to Timberwolf, went to Mountaineers, got a hacksaw, which was more than we got in Pleasant Valley, despite hitting almost all the major loot points. And now we're in Ash Canyon. So here is kind of our plan for the day. Yeah, we're at Homesteaders. I want to get up to Miner's Folly. We'll pick up saplings as we go. I want to go to the gold mine, get the backpack and the crampons. But I want to take a rope with me so we can climb back out, because I'm pretty sure by the time we make it to the mine, the cougar's going to spawn, and I really don't want to have to take the back door. So, we go Miner's Folly, Gold Mine, back to Miner's Folly. I'll take that shortcut down to Anglers that we found when we were doing the Jack of No Trades tournament. And from there, I think we go back to Timberwolf. Yeah, we still don't have a bedroll, so summoning is not in the cards. I think what we do is we double back to Pleasant Valley, we hit Signal Hill, which other than like 3 strikes is the last major loot spot we skipped. And then we go through the dam, and then Mystery Lake, and I guess we just start looking for the essentials there. Like, we have a hacksaw, we can start getting scrap metal, but unless and until we get a hammer and metal going, we're kind of in a holding pattern. Anyway, let's get going. Okay, it is just about to tick over into day 6. Now, what I'd like to do is there's a climbing rope here. That's 5 kilos. I've got not that much capacity. What could we leave behind? Well, we certainly don't have to take the Library of Congress with us. We could leave burnables behind. Like we could have that stack. The coal has to come with us. Okay, we're almost there. Yeah, I don't have leather, so I can't fix up our boots or our gloves, but everything, our other food is actually in pretty decent shape. Well, here, I can smash open that can of dog food and we'll be just at carry capacity. Oh, right, actually I have 2 sewing kits. Perfect. Just drop that one. There we go. Now, it is my desire to be able to stay as mobile as possible, because I mean the world is at maximum coldness already. Then we'll get up top, and then we'll just get back to grabbing sticks and such. Because we have a climb ahead of us. Okay, it's foggy. Negative 26. Honestly, on Misery, negative 26 is comparatively balmy. Okay, so we're fully rested. We can probably do this in one go. Yeah, we're not really, like, okay, we're halfway through the meter. Thing is, our temperature is dropping fast. There, we're good. There. Okay, we're back. We're back. Yeah, I mean, how far do we have to go? Well, okay, there's a cave coming up on our right. Let's keep an eye out for that. We can pop in there and warm up real quick. Matches we have. So I guess we can stop and warm. The thing is, yeah, matches we have, firewood we can find, coal is in short supply. Now we are going to a mine, so there will be coal in our future. Now I was thinking, oh yeah, let's also keep an eye out for saplings as we go, but they're basically gonna have to be right in our path, because are you fucking serious? Frigid Bones. I knew it. I knew it. Now we're even colder and we're gonna warm up slower. God. Yeah, I think last time our first affliction was, I think it was sour stomach. Yeah, that just added an extra, what, 4 or 5? Well, it reduced our warmth by 4 or 5 degrees, which is the exact opposite of what we need. Ugh. The thing is, so now, even if we do stop to make fires to warm up, it's going to take us longer to warm up, which means we're going to be able to travel even less, which means we're going to be exposed to the cold even more. I don't know, man. I don't know. Anyway, so there's our first saplings on day 6. Ugh. Now, you go back to PV, and we just go back to Thompson's. We have eyes on, there's like a 5 stack of birch, and then 2 maple, not too far from the bingo hall. Oh, look, a climbing rope. Yay. Um, Nope, still -10. All right, well, it was worth a shot, I suppose. Did get briefly disoriented there, so I was... Wait. I can't interact with anything. This is a real bitch of a time to have that bug. Thank you, game. Uh... Usually it happens when I'm walking around with a bow, but that's the first time I just had that. Even there's like a little as a torch. Okay, nope, that is not the cave. But I know the cave is on the water. Or nearby. Okay, got a maple. Lovely. Oh, no, it's past the water. It's over here in the rocky bit. Okay. Now it's starting to come back to me. Come on, keep moving, keep moving, keep moving. I better be right about this. Otherwise, we gotta find a place that's out of the wind. But I think, pretty sure I'm right. Yeah, there we go. Hey, Pancake. Welcome in. Hope your weekend's going all right. Yes. Oh, right. We have some rosehip teas we can make. That'll be nice. Now, if the game could bless me with a little bit of the old coal, that would be fantabulous. But I don't think it's going to be that nice to us. Okay, it is warm back here, so at least we have that going for us. Yeah, screw it. Let's just do it. I'm playing Subnautica 2. Oh, fun! How are you liking that? I have seen like seen a fair few people tucking into that. I am not uninterested, but it's also early access, and I don't know. I'm of a mind where I'm willing to wait until the whole game is ready to go. Not like ideas of like purity or anything like that. I just frankly I just have so many other games to play. Okay, yeah, pop that cedar. Okay, yeah, cook me rosehip tea. Cook me rosehip tea. Do I have any large teas? I have one full-size tea. Feels like 27. Okay, we are. Yeah, we're going. All right, we're warming up. Matter of fact, I might even be able to get away with not using coal. Thing is, we'd have to stay here a bit, and we would be wasting good travel weather. It's nice. You played beta version of Subnautica 1, similar state to things now. Only thing is you have to grab the fact you can't kill leviathans. Ooh. Could you kill leviathans in number 1? Well, okay, well. Oh, there was what was that? The propulsion? Yeah, I think there was something. Okay, warming. Um. Yeah, you do that. You give me a liter. Because we went through about a liter making these teas. Oh, you had to knife it. Oh, okay. So I thought I remember like there was that gun. It was like the upgraded gun, not the repulsion gun, but like you could like nab like a fish or rocks or something, and you could like a propulsion gun it at whatever you wanted to take out. At least that's again that's my memory of it, but it's been a hot minute since I went back to Subnautica. Okay, those were all good. Yeah, let's make me. Well, hang on. Can you cook anything? No. Okay. Yeah, just half a liter then. All right. Well, good. I'm glad to hear Subnautica 2 is off to a good start. Because yeah, I was paying attention for the crafting issues that have. I guess yeah, the early access was supposed to happen a while ago, if I remember correctly. But yes, the crafting CEO had other ideas, and I guess had found a spicy chatbot who was willing to play lawyer. Didn't quite work out the way he expected, I'm sure. Okay, there's our hypothermia is gone. We're 3/4 warmed up. Okay, this wasn't so bad. And yeah, you can't cook anything either. How are we on torches? I have an assortment. That's not good. That is good. How's the run going so far? Difficult. Uh, that's not great. We ended up having to use a stim on day 4 and barely made it out, but we did make it out. And yeah, Timberwolf and Ash Canyon have been kinder to us. Got just one decent torch, please. Thank you. But yeah, Misery is living up to the name. There we go. Grab, 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 drink. But yeah, PV gave us nothing. No bedroll, hacksaw, hammer, and no matches beyond the guaranteed ones. Not even a mag lens. So yeah. It's a little slower start than I would have liked, but we're alive. And we have a hacksaw now, and we have some saplings on us. So my hope is we get the backpack and crampons, and then we leave the way we came in with some more saplings and cattails in tow, and then check Signal Hill, because I skipped that the first time through. And then we head to Mystery Lake. Because we gotta get to forging. But I need a hammer to do that. And one has not made itself known thus far. Holy heck, more birch saplings. I think that's 6. Okay, I'm gonna preemptively flip this torch. And we'll see who's waiting for us in Miner's Folly. Basically, we want to. Well, yes, that's the thing. We're also we're rather tired. Maybe we make it to the gold mine. Maybe we put the rope in, but we goat down. We could do that. I did 4 misery runs. Day 50. Yeah. I mean, great job by you. That is not easy. I'll say I am. Oh, there we go. Yeah, our goal here is just to get the achievement. Anything beyond that is gravy and probably unnecessary. Okay, no sign of Boris. That's fine. Gimme. By the time Misery was released, in the current version after several patches is harder now. Maybe. Feels that way. Because, yeah, I got to 43 days on my first attempt before, well, succumbing to stupidity, if I'm honest. 90, 98, okay. That's an upgrade. I insisted on making a bear coat, thinking that there was a way I could, get warm at some point, which honestly kind of foolish. Like there is no warmth to be had on Misery. It's just a question of how long can you stave off the cold. Okay, looking. All right, I'm gonna check here. I'm gonna go up to Foreman's. Do not need those tools. Sure. Well, that was a moose call, I think. I mean, a moose would be bad for us right now, but also not the worst. All right, I'm listening for Boris and for said moose. Yes. Hello, Bok Box. I should grab some of them. So we can make an upgraded bedroll if and or when we find one. There we go. Your tag goes to rush the backpack, gather resources. Yeah, and see, I went for searching Pleasant Valley first, which it's not necessarily a bad idea. It just didn't quite work out for us. I can harvest those. Yeah, I think we didn't get we were unfortunate in the distribution of loot. So I mean I'm taking that as a sign that the good stuff is elsewhere. It better be. Candy bar. Ugh. Not great candy bar. Almost. Yeah. Actually, speaking of, let me go ahead and. So we got nine. We have 9 birch and 1 maple. Also, I can get yeah, yeah. Like, like the world gets maximum coldness in like 4 days, and 4 days, it took us 4 days just to get to a second zone here. All right. Oh yeah, we got the bird on us. What are we doing here? Well, our next stop is the gold mine, but we only got a quarter of our energy. It's getting close to sundown. Yeah, the intelligent thing to do would be to just to hang out here. So let's do that. We'll warm up, get rested. Make some teas. And we'll get as solid as we can when we leave tomorrow. Yeah, we'll cook those potatoes. I'll harvest up the ptarmigan. And oh, we have more. Well, no. I say we have more. No, yeah, we do. We have more flour. We can make bannock too. Yeah. And it'll get back to day 50. That goes by the end of day 3. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, like day 4, it was sundown. Like it was supposed to be like the warmest part of the day. It was negative 50. That is obscene. So yeah, it is very much. Yeah, and that was part of my mindset mismatch on my first attempt. You're not going to beat the cold. You just got to mitigate the cold. Like through use of teas and being smart when you go out, that kind of thing. Now I still want to make like the suite of animal clothing. At the very least, if we can get a wolf coat going, that would pair well with our Mackinaw, because we got an RNG Mackinaw at Homesteaders, which after the diabolical fortune we had in PV was an absolute delight. Okay, you're decently chunky. 19, 18. Yeah, that's gonna take a while. Yeah, yeah. As ptarmigans go, it is beefy, and I very much appreciate that. Oh, floor potato. Ha Nope, nope, not you. Yeah, you're gonna cook my floor potato. You're gonna cook the little ptarmigan slider we got here. How are we for water? 3 liters, perfect. Yeah, see, I'm treating Astrid well here. We're giving her a meat and potatoes dinner. Granted, it's floor potatoes and ptarmigan meat, but it's it's better than living off of cattails, which we will be doing eventually. See, did I put that on there? I did not. Okay, let's fix that. Yeah, we're gonna hang on to our coal. The coal is there for, well, I was gonna say the inevitable emergency, as we're oot scooting a boot. Lovely. Yeah, you go ahead. Was there anything else you can cook? Not really. All right. Just make me as much water as you can. And you? Yeah, we've got. Actually, yeah, we have exactly 8 more Bannock in our arsenal here. Are we going to make them all right now? Maybe we ought not do that. Ooh, 2 hours. I don't think so. Or here's what we do make that Bannock. We leave it outside so it doesn't go off as quickly. And then we travel with that tomorrow. We could do that. See, we don't have salt. We could have made broth. Is there? No, there. Oh shit, there's salt right there. Or wait, could we? What do you need to make broth? Okay, you need 1 kilo of ptarmigan. See, I thought you needed more. Well, heck. Okay, 57 more sticks. I guess we can do that, or we can put that extra firewood on there. Because we're still carrying around that. Yeah, we're still carrying around that climbing rope, which we will deposit when we get there. Oh right, I was gonna break these up. That's gonna take an hour and 15 minutes though. That's not great. 25 minutes. What is it gonna take to harvest one handful of feathers? 40 minutes. That's still not ideal. Uh oh. Yeah, okay, probably best that we did not decide to travel, because that would not go well. Although, hang on. Well, no, if a yeah, if an aurora is in effect, that means the ptarmigans will have pieced out by now. I say we could just go get some more ptarmigan, but well, I don't think that's an option. Okay, yeah, let me move these out here so I don't walk past them the way I did our other bannock. Cloth wise, we are okay. I do see that skillet back there. We already have one though. Okay, we are about to stop. Yeah, we're gonna start bleeding condition from fatigue. I would prefer not to do that. 29 minutes. Okay, maybe we call the bannock making here. 35, 30, 30. Okay, one more. Excuse me. Play interesting indie games. Um, okay. I actually got yeah, one got me by surprise. On Friday, I got offered this a demo for this game called Talistro, Talystro. Basically, it's like a roguelike dice and deck builder where, but it's by a studio that specializes in games involving math. Where instead of like chipping down your enemy's HP like most games, your all your cards have little like math formula on them. You put your dice in there, and the only way to take out the opponents is to match their value exactly. And it's actually really compelling. I I was kind of iffy at first, but once I started playing it, I got sucked in real quick. So they said, yeah, I think that was a good one. Also, if you enjoy card games, I found there's a recent release called Forbidden Solitaire, which it's like it's very much like if you ever played like if you played PC games in the 90s, you will be familiar with a lot of that because it, well, it has a very 90s aesthetic, but it's real interesting. It's like you find this banned game from 1995. Like you get a CD-ROM for like $2 at a pawn shop, and then you start exploring the well, you start playing the game, and your sister is investigating the history of the game, then pinging you with details as you play. It it's surprisingly gory for solitaire. I'll say that much, but real good. And, like I finished I finished a playthrough in like 10 hours, so it is not a it is not a brutal time commitment if you don't want to do that. See, that's going to take 2 hours. That could take 4 hours. Ugh. Okay, but at least that's done, and now we're not stinky. Oh, yeah, the shoes. You know what? Leave the shoes here. We'll deal with them later. But yeah, like those are some of the ones I've tried out recently and been pleasantly surprised by. No, I was going to leave that. We're not going to risk food poisoning because I don't. We need condition recovery. Something fierce. Have you encountered anything of interest of late, Pancake? It's okay. All right, decent condition recovery. Uh, Let me see what it's like out there. Yeah, those are staying here. Hmm. No, let's make sure that meter's topped up before we go. Okay, got that. Got a book to burn. We got tinder plus our coal. We have we got 1, 2, 3 full-size teas. No spare clothing. We have some bannock making materials, cattails, and water. We do have that climbing rope. Do I really need 3 whetstones? Okay. We can grab firewood as we go. Well, once we drop that, once we drop that rope, we'll be at climbing weight. The US playing big games. 26 seems to be bloated with those, but 2 small games: Escape from Ever After and Traveler's Rest that was not fully released. Okay, I think I've seen some people looking at Traveler's Rest. It sounds familiar. Okay, our Bannock has now been downgraded to acceptable. Oh, okay, well it lost 7% overnight. That's acceptable. Yeah, I don't want to be eating these outside. There we go. Okay, to the gold mine. Oh, right, of course. I mean, honestly, fine. We're gonna do everything we can not to go near cougar territory in the first place. So I'm not. Also, why'd you take that torch out of my hand? I'm not happy about that, but we'll deal. Oh, and there's Boris. Not happy to see him, except. Oh, and there is a moose back there. All right, confirmation. Yeah, not happy to see him, except that means confirmation that he's not going to be in our pet. It's going to fucking blizzard. Yep. Game went like 2 whole days without giving me a blizzard, and clearly it felt that was a personal attack. Well, time to make some repairs. Yeah, blizzards happening in conjunction with other nonsense has been kind of the defining feature of this run so far. See, you're going to top out at about like 0.5. You're going to top out at 1. Well done, Astrid. Uh, I'm gonna go for this. We can make hand wraps if we need to. Honest, what are the hand wraps even? They're okay. They're fully intact. They're 0.5, 0.5, 0.3. These are probably 0.5, 0.5. Eh. Okay. We're knocking. We're more than halfway to mending 2. Ooh. Well, we might as well read, I suppose. What else are we gonna do? Don't really have any repairs. We have more bandage we can make if we need to. I will make some more bandages. We have the cloth to spare. Mending book, no. Archery book, potentially. Actually, probably archery book, because like cooking, we're cooking teas at a brisk pace, but eventually cooking 5 isn't going to matter in the slightest. Is that it? Was that a fast blizzard? It was. Okay. Didn't expect that. All right, you know what? We're just gonna make a quick fire, warm up teas, and it's gonna be take two. Okay, yeah, full size teas only, please. I don't. I don't feel enthusiastic about leaving at this hour. But we don't have a whole lot of options. Okay, we look. Eyes on Boris. So if we can beat him to his cave, we'll be in good shape. And eyes on the moose, but the moose is of lesser concern. Okay, there's our boy. All right, he's going on a little wander, and honestly, we welcome that. Yeah, more tea making materials. There's going to be rose hips aplenty as we go, and we're probably going to need them. Oh, yeah. I think well, once we're out of here, there is yeah. Well, the goal is the gold mine. If things take a turn, there is the cave, right, where you, if you were coming up from the Wolf Gauntlet. Or there's the cave not too far from the climbing point itself. But all else being equal, I would prefer to get to the mine, because it'll be nice and toasty in there, at least comparatively speaking. We got to go through Wolf's Jaw Overlook. We got to go past where the curator's rifle spawns. There's that one area where there used to be a thing with the nice little cache. Might not even be on Misery. I don't know. We got a little ways to go. And by a little ways, we have a considerable ways to go. See, our tea's still warm. Okay, yeah, we actually get into a third warm tea. That tells you how quickly we're getting cold. That should not be able to happen. No, I'm going to grab them. I'm going to leave them in the cave because we are going to come back this way. Yes, hello, Bun Buns. Feathers, yes, please. Need those. Nothing by the fire. Did I know for crowbars and crow infinitely drank at home? Well, I don't know about that. You know, there could be crow social clubs. You know, a crow gentleman's club. Are we all cold now? We're all cold now. All right, well, I guess I'm cold now too. Okay, focus in. Focus in. Right, Wolf's Jaw Overlook, the little weird passage. We'll have the cave if we need it. I don't know how long it takes to install a climbing rope, but it's probably longer than we'd be comfortable with if we're freezing. So do I stop and make a fire, or do we just tank it and then hustle down? Because we are going into a mine, which means coal. Plus, that's less condition we have to get back. Oh, I think I'm talking myself into it. Yeah, we just find a decent spot, put one piece of coal on there, use that so we just mitigate what the game's going to do to us as we tie off the rope. And then I'm operating under the assumption that there will be at least some coal in a mine. I hate walking through those places in the bridge. Yeah. Eating games like place to give you same anxiety. Same. I am I'm not a fan. Which is why what I try to do is I lock in on the space right in front. Okay, yeah, I didn't think we'd get that. I love that little hidey hole right there. It's like that is like that and like the little nooch behind misanthropes are like the number one spots to ride out bad weather outdoors. But yeah, like these I hate these. Despite having gone over the bridge trestle many a time, I will never not clench up while going over it. Okay, hypothermia risk is actually manageable. No! Yeah, fucking... Ugh, we'll get it on the way back. I don't want to turn around just for that. Harvest. Harvest. God, the number of times hinterland hitboxes have made people involuntarily climb up or down. I mean, I've been playing this game for what? At least 7 years? You, you think at least by now I wouldn't be surprised. But I always am. Okay, yeah, this spot right here, there used to be a cache here. But yeah, that would be a weird thing to have on Misery. Basically rose hip spy climbs. Well, I think that they're actually, some people just call them rose hip climbs because they're basically rose hip bushes that have grown into the rock. But it's just, I don't know if that was a troll or if like the, oh wait, are we warm in here? We're actually warm in here. Holy heck. You know what? Forget the rope spot. This is where we make our fire. Yeah, I always forget about this spot. It's weirdly warm. But I'm not going to say no. Yeah, it's one of those peculiar outdoor spots, but it does the trick. Now, how many full teas do we have? 1. Ah, but we can make so many more. How many can we make? Let's make 2 as we warm up. I do not like that. Okay. Well, we're still wind blocked, apparently. You do that. You do that. Oh, okay, you're fine. I did jiggle you. Yeah, that sounds like blizzard tier wind out there, but it's just... Nope, that's just the wind. There we go. Okay, take you, take you. Yeah, you make those. Okay, we're gonna have to beef up the fire a little bit. Go, good, good, good. Yeah, we don't actually have that much farther to go, I don't think. Okay, 15, 15, 17. All right. And we have, yeah, we're going to need that water. Okay, just give me a bit. Give me a bit. Okay, we're gonna add to radial, add to radial, add to radial. This is almost certainly not gonna stay lit, but let's try. Okay, yeah, and that back there is where the curator can spawn. How's that? Hey, Dude Quixote. Thank you very much for the follow. Appreciate that. Hope you're having a good weekend. We're just we're trying to mitigate our misery as much as possible. And it is going okay? Question mark? Okay, here is our helpful little cave with coal. You love to see it. Okay, 2 birch, 3 maple. Note for self. And yes, once we drop that rope, we will be climbable. Yeah, it came from that way. We're going this way. If memory serves, there can be some saplings back here. I'm going to take a quick peek, but we're not going very far. So we have business to attend to. Oh, okay, there we go. There's a sapling. Actually, you know what? Leave it. Because we're gonna come back here, and we're gonna get those. We're gonna grab that, and as well as these saplings that we're leaving in that cave. Ooh, flare. Thank you. Okay, deploy mountaineering rope. We're gonna. Okay, that could have been worse. And you know what? Because we can. Let's just take the safe way down rather than doing the goat. It feels like we're climbing worryingly slow, but it's all right. Steady on, girl. Uh-oh. Okay, did it. Are my teas cold? My teas are cold. Gosh darn it. Ah, that's on me. Not like stopping midway was an option. Okay, yeah, we are going to be lousy with birch saplings. Actually, we're going to be actually good with saplings in general. Assuming we can get out of here. That's a big old batch of burdock over there. Okay, now. I know there's that guy over there, but the odds of him having anything are low, and we are freezing. So let's just get in the mine and do our dark business. Oh wait, I keep forgetting there's a little trapdoor right there. Okay, did not expect that. Yeah, I've never found anything in there, and then on Misery it's got 2 things. Wow. Right now, below Loper, there can be matches right here, but the game's not going to be that kind to us. There's anything in that? Yeah. Me neither. I've always known that hatch was there, but it was mostly just as a novelty, like a cool little piece of trivia. But lo and behold, sometimes things actually go there. Huh. A Gerald can. All right. All right. Am I gonna do the thing? Yeah, I'll do the thing. All right. Brace your tootsies there, girl. There we go. You started a misery run. You had in the other day and had 4 pairs of long johns the first. Wow. I'm like a week in. I've only. I haven't got. I got 1. Feel like it was a little bit more random. Could be, yeah. It's a peculiar thing to have an abundance of, but I guess beats a kick in the shins, I suppose. But yeah, well, actually, Timberwolf and Ash Canyon have actually been comparatively kind loot-wise. Pleasant Valley was just mean. We got sweet Fanny Adams from basically almost all the major loot points, with Signal Hill accepted. I don't. I'm dubious about whether 3 strikes counts as a major loot location. Also, we're through the water. You can put those back on. Thank you. Cool. Pop those on. There we go. We're a little better. Give me all the coal. We'll deal with the weight ramifications in a bit. Ooh, I'm down to my last torch. Well, other than the mega torch we just picked up. Okay, yeah, the Loot Goblin's Liturgy, I see. Okay. All right, so let's see. We have well fed, and we have the backpack. So at full rest, we should have 35 kilos of carry capacity. So we actually don't need to drop much of anything. Yeah, we can sack that. We can sack that. No. What do we got? Oh, games and cookies with the raid. Thank you so much for the raid games. Games? Cookies? I can never remember what I'm supposed to call you. And hey, Waba, good to see you as well. Thank you so much for the raid games and cookies. Let me give you a proper welcome here. But how'd your stream go? Are you still going for your 100 days challenge? Yeah, how'd your stream go? What all did you get up to?
I will not. I refuse. I refuse. I refuse.
More Subnautica.
I am going this way. I don't even care. I don't know where I'm going, but I love it. Okay, I'm done for now. Can I say that too? Okay, I'm done for now. I don't like this. I know it. Ooh, have I seen?
Yeah, that's a pretty typical Subnautica reaction. Also, let me welcome Waba as well.
Can you write in the book? Are you here? Are you an elderly victim? Where are you? How old are you? Do you like us? Do you not like us? Do you want to go on a date? Fuck you.
Well, that just about covers everything. You died if you. Oh no! Got a new run. Well, sorry to hear that, but a new run hype and all that. But yeah, games and cookies. Welcome in. Uh, and then welcome in friends. Yeah, folks, if you're not already, please do drop games and cookies a follow. Another fantastic part of our long dark community here on Twitch. Um, oh, and then if you came in with the raid and you don't know me, hi, I'm Trooper Barry. Um, I call myself a variety streamer who also happens to play a lot of the long dark, which we're doing right now. I am I'm back doing misery. I'm trying to get that dang achievement. Which has I only have 3 Chivos left to platinum TLD. 1,000 days, and I've got to run up to like 707. 25 cougar attacks, which can wait, and get to the final affliction on misery. And what hurts is that my first attempt, I got to 43 days. But you got to survive 45. So we're trying again. This run is going significantly less well than that one did. I had to stim on day 4. But we're alive. We're alive. We just got the backpack and the crampons. And if I can make it out of here, I have a silly amount of saplings. No hammer and no bedroll, though. So, cookies, if you do need to do any post-stream streamer care, hydrate, medicate, snackinate, please feel free. I raid and fade on the regular, so no judgment here if you feel the need to do similarly. Yeah, I think we just got our first affliction, and unfortunately, it was Frigid Bones, which I think last time is one of the last 2 I got. I think last time I led off with Sour Stomach, which was significantly less mean. What are we going to do? Okay, here's what we're going to do. Have a nice dinner of some quackers. Right. Yeah, I'm honestly, I'm probably carrying around, the Library of Congress. I don't really need to do that. This is a delicious amount of coal, though. Pay no attention to these. These are almost all tiny teas. Okay, yeah, I was gonna do, well, this tops out at 1 degree. This tops out at 1 degree. 20% 0.2, multiply that by 5, multiply that by 5. Yeah, 1 degree. So the toque and the scarf are probably a push. This is Garbo. This is going away. I just do a little weight management before we try to climb out tomorrow. And we don't have a bedroll, so once we get up that climb, we're gonna have to. I have no coffee. I have not seen coffee this whole damn run. So we're gonna have to basically get back to Miner's Folly as quickly as we can, because I have no way of regaining stamina. And if it blizzards, which it will, I'm gonna have to seriously consider pushing through. Although, no, that would be stupid. That would be stupid. Cold's gonna kill us way faster than fatigue will. Yeah. Okay. I think I talked myself out of a bad decision there. Oh, okay. We can leave behind. Try to make ourselves a little bit more mobile. This jerry can. Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll do that on the morrow. Oh yes, I got some saplings here. We can get them curing. We can proactively prep those. Okay. So tomorrow we'll make some bannock for breakfast. We'll make a couple rose hip teas. We'll leave the jerry can behind, and then we make for the climb, because we're not going out the back because the cougar's waiting there. And we are so not in cougar fighting shape. Also, I really need to load up on cattails before we leave Ash Canyon. It's like one of the main drawing cards of this zone. Okay, bed, 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 bed. My thinking is this. So we leave here, we go back to Miner's Folly, rest up, go back through Timberwolf Mountain. I want to check Chasm Cave and the engine back there. I think there's a chance we might have a hammer there. If we don't get one there, we go back to PV, we hit Signal Hill. If we have no luck there, we go to Mystery Lake, we check trappers and the dam and all those spots. It's not much of a plan, but it's the best one I got right now. And hopefully, we find our